dear learners. I am Roshan Jha and today I will discuss about global warming. Now this PPT is made by me, so just take a look at that. The definition. Definition of global warming. Global warming is defined by gradual heating of Earth's surface, oceans, and atmospheres by human activity like causing air pollution, burning fossil fuel that forms carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases in atmosphere. Now, the definition is very clear that global warming means gradually heating of Earth's surface and increasing its temperature. Temperature. That may be caused by different human activities like air pollution, which are caused by us, methane gas produced from the cow dung, this is like animals. Now, this picture is of the industries emitting the waste gases, which also increases the temperature of the earth and forms global warming. Now, I have pasted a picture of global warming and it shows the different causes and effects of global warming. Now, just take a look at that. Now, see, here there is the deforestation is also the cause of global warming. Now, you can see here in deforestation and wildfires, mostly of trees and plants are destroyed or burned out, and hence trees and plants are consumers of carbon dioxide and releases oxygen. So the most of carbon dioxide are not consumed by them and remains in our atmosphere, which increases our Earth's temperature and causes global warming. So, due to this global warming and increasing temperature, the glaciers and ices are melting regularly. So, it causes the rising of sea water and ocean water level. And the waste gases emitting from industries are also one of the cause of global warming. Now, the changing in the pattern of rain and snow patterns is called also causes global warming. So, this global warming generally affects all the plants' life cycle and the animals' life cycles. Okay, now just take it another slide. What are the main causes of global warming? Here we will discuss about the causes and the solution of that cause of the global warming. The first cause, burning fossil fuel like coal, oil and gas to create electricity. We know that the mostly of electricity are caused by burning the coals. And you know that in Australia, mostly of electricity is still done by burning the coals. Production of electricity is also still done by the production of coal. Sorry, by the burning of coals. So here data shows 73% of electricity generally comes from burning coal and 13% are from burning gas. Okay, so you can see the percentage. The highest number of percentage of electricity are formed by burning coals. Now, what may be the solutions of so we can't live without electricity? And what may be the solutions and the measures to take, adopt to mm, remove that cause? First, we should not mostly rely on coal and gas for the production of electricity. Now, you know that most of the electricity are also formed from renewable sources of energy like solar energy and wind energy. We should also use that to make electricity, and it also environment friendly. So the next causes I also discussed earlier that the deforestation and tree cutting also causes global warming. Now, I have also discussed earlier that tree cutting causes an increase of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere and hence increasing Earth's temperature, because carbon dioxide increases Earth's temperature. As you know that trees inhales carbon dioxide and releases oxygen. So the trees are very important for us. So what are the solutions? We should not focus on cutting up the many trees and deforestation and save our forests from wildfire and plant more and more trees. This may be one of the solutions. Just take another slide. One of the cause of another global warming is that animals like sheep and cattle produce methane gas, which causes global warming. When the animals are grazed in large amount and high amount of methane gas is produced. Okay, you know that in farmland there are huge amount of animals that may include sheep, cow, and cattle, and they are feed in queue in large amount. So their excretory system works. So you know that. Their stool contains a huge amount of methane. Then the cow produces cow dung. That produces huge amount of methane. When you burn that cow dung, after it forms in solid state, then it produces a methane gas, which is very hazardous. So, what may be the solution? We could not remove all our animals. They are also important for us. And what may be the solution? Using different stock feeds can help to decrease that global warming. We should use different stock feeds for different animals, so the methane quantity in stool may be decreased. Here you can see the cow dung picture I have pasted in a grass field. Here's another slide. Now, one of the main important cause of the global warming is greenhouse effect. Now, the question is, what is greenhouse effect? Greenhouse effect is one of the major cause of global warming, in which heat received from the sun source gets trapped into Earth's atmosphere and does not escape out into space. Now, it is very clear from the picture that what is greenhouse effect. You see that the sun rays coming into our Earth's atmosphere can't fully escape from in the outer space and gets trapped into our Earth's surface by reflecting from our Earth's atmosphere. The picture clearly shows what is a greenhouse effect, one of the most important cause of the global warming, which also increases the temperature of Earth. Okay, let's look at other slide. What are the effects of global warming? Now take a look at the first effect on human health. First effect is on human health is extreme heat production. We know that we humans can't survive in huge amount of temperature. At if the temperature is greater than 45 degrees Celsius, then it becomes hazardous for us. So extreme heat production, we can't afford that. We can't survive in that. Okay. So the next point is reduced air quality. Air quality index. You know that air quality index, air pollution, air pollution measured in terms of air quality index AQI. So the air pollution gradually increases, and hence air quality gradually decreasing, which causes difficulty in breathing for humans, and it causes several diseases like lungs cancer, heart attack, etc., etc. So the spreading of disease, the diseases like lung cancer and other type of cancers are also rising due to the global warming. You know that because air pollution is continuously rising. It's one of the most important cause. This is the most important cause. So we must consider it. Increasing natural disasters like um storm, earthquake is also caused by such type of global warming, increasing Earth's temperature, because it causes vibration in Earth's mantle and core crust. Mantle. Now that climate change of the Earth is also one of the main effect of global warming. Now here I pasted a picture which shows the data of the last 50 years of the temperature change on the Earth. Here you can see the 2010 to 2019 average versus 1951 to 1978 baseline temperature. Here first column minus 1.0, minus 0.5, minus 0.2, plus 0.2. Here from negative temperature to increasing positive temperature. This means, and during 2010 to 2019 the temperature is hazardously increasing, and from 1951 to 1978 You can see the temperature changes plus zero point 0.5, plus 1.0, plus 2.0, plus 4.0 degrees Celsius. Okay, just now take it other slide. Now, one of the pie chart is formed by WMO. What are the climate risk and extreme events and related impacts? You may zoom in and see that what are those risks. See, here 35 million people affected by floods. Global warming causes floods because it increases sea level water, as I've told you, so it increases causes flood. So 35 million people are affected by floods. Ocean acidification in ocean is also caused. Climate change, as I have already told you, climate change. 1600 dates associated with heat waves and wildfires. Most of the people can't survive and tolerate that amount of temperature in some region. So 16 plus 1600, so more than 1600 dates are informed due to this global warming. Out of 8 lakh 83,000 internal displacements, 32% are linked to floods and 29% to droughts. And now decreasing global oxygen, global ocean oxygen. In whole globe, oceans oxygen are continuously decreasing due to this global warming. More than 2 million people are displaced by weather and climate linked disasters because humans can't survive in extremely that condition, because there are some conditions and some favorable conditions in which only human can survive. So there's favorable temperature, favorable pressure in which human can only survive. If we cross that limit, that pressure and temperature, one can't survive. This is one of the main effect of the global warming. Now, effects on biodiversity. You know that biodiversity. Here, the first picture is the ecosystem. And so in the ecosystem in ocean water. How does ecosystem ocean water feeds in one animals and it depends on another animals. Here see the polar bear is dependent on fish. Here we see the polar bear is dependent on fish, and small fish is eaten by largest fish, and this creates an ecosystem. The biodiversity effect in Arctic Ocean, biodiversity effects in coral reefs. Coral reefs means inner ocean. There is also an ecosystem takes place. A smaller fish is eaten by larger fish, and ecosystem continuously takes place, goes on. So this is also one of the effect on biodiversity. Now the effect on economy, one of the most important factor, that is economy. What is the effect on economy? Damage to property and infrastructure. Damage to property and infrastructure causes huge amount of loss to the government. Next, productivity and coping cost. Productivity decreases and costs are gradually increasing. It affects the economy of a country. Loss in tourism. Tourism is also one of the more important factor that creates a huge revenue for some countries. So the loss of tourism because of climatic conditions also one is the effect on economy caused by global warming. Okay, just look at another slide. Now the contribution of each sector into global warming. Now you can see how much in each sector contributes to the formation of global warming. Now you can see here the waste and wastewater produces 2.8% global warming. Energy supply produces 25.9% global warming. Transport produces 13.1% global warming. Residential and commercial building produces 7.9% global warming. Industry produces 19.4% global warming. Agriculture produces 13.5% global warming. And forestry produces 17.4% global warming. All these are included in formation of global warming. And among these, the important sector which produces the global warming is energy supply, which contains a proportion of 25.9% for increasing the global warming. We must consider these issues. So what may be the solution for this energy sector? As we have told, you must rely on renewable sources of energy, non-conventional sources of energy for producing our energy needs, fulfilling our energy needs. Okay, just take a look at another slide. How do we keep global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius? As you know that 1.5 degrees Celsius increase in temperature is that we can survive. We can afford that for the humans. So how do we keep global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius? There is also a data is shown. Let's take a look at that. I'm zooming on it. Restore forests. Forests should be restored. We should not do deforestation and save our forests from wildfire. Okay. Repurpose extra infrastructure. Infrastructure should include, I have also told, infrastructure should include um, much renewable sources of energy or non-conventional sources of energy for fulfilling people's need and energy needs. Told a just transition for workers. Workers should also understand that how to rely mostly on renewable sources of energy. Work and other also people must understand that we should replace the engine vehicles using fuels like petrol, diesel by electric vehicles because it is fully environment friendly. Replacement fossil waste fuels. This is one also another fact that we can decrease of global warming. Improved energy efficiency. Improving the energy efficiency for us also may also keep the global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Advanced renewables and energy storages. Advanced renewable energy storages, I have also told you, energy must not be wasted and should be stored. Most of the energies are wasted, so we can't use that. The energies should not be wasted and should be stored proper manner to further use it. As we know, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. So energy can only be transformed, and we should not allow the energy to transform and fully waste it. We should store it for further use. So, do keep like this. We should give the global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. I think you all understand what I am saying. The global warming is the major issue, so we must take consider into it and take further steps to decrease that global warming. Thank you.